Hello everyone, I've put this little video up because the other day we were walking our dogs in the Blackdown Hills here in Somerset, and there's a spring bank that we always look at and we always get excited to see which spring flowers are coming through. So I whipped out the camera, started filming John. I'm awfully sorry we didn't have the microphones with us at all, so it is a bit windy, but hopefully there's a little something here that might interest you. Also, you're going to be introduced to our newest family member who always gets himself in shots.
Well, here we are, we're walking along the Blackdown Hills, and we come across this lovely little bank of our daffodils. They're not really through yet, they're just budding up, but give them another week and they're going to be lovely. They're often a little bit later than our domesticated daffodils, as you'll see, but you can see they're smaller, they're tighter. I'm fairly sure that although this is next door to a holding, or disused holding, I think they probably were the original wild ones. They've been here all those years and gradually building up their numbers. And there's some lovely little clumps coming up here, and that's what I look forward to in a few weeks' time. One of the joys of the countryside. Same bank a bit further on, and we've got the Foxgloves overwintering. See, they're just they overwinter as a rosette bee. They're probably biennials. They set seed last year, seed grew on, and this one is quite a nice sheltered spot. He's doing really well. This one's more open and that's not quite so well, but they'll both be flowering in a few months' time, and then they'll set seed, and the whole cycle goes on and on and on. That's why we get our foxgloves. Again, one of the joys of countryside. Another thing we've got here which is quite interesting are these little Navel Worts. Can you see that? Got dead stuff up there. Umbilicus is called. You can see why it's called umbilicus, because it looks like a belly button, doesn't it? And that's quite a succulent, fleshy leaf. It's quite common on the hills, especially on walls. It's just coming through now, and again, if you come and see this in a few months' time, they'll have spikes of little greenish, whitish flowers up there. They're very attractive, one of our countryside flowers. In fact, the more you look, the more you see on these places. Here we've got a lot of ground ivy, just coming along there. That's going to be flowering fairly soon. Down here you can see lots more umbilicus coming along, little ones, and ground ivy. And along there. So the whole bank is a little ecosystem of interesting plants. Another interesting little feature here is this it's a dandelion which has seeded, but it'll be interesting to see how it survives in that sort of situation. You don't know, the roots might have gone down between the crack in the trees, but it's just amazing how plants get away, places the seeds go and where they manage to survive. Of course, so fond of dandelions because they're a lovely bright colour and they're wonderful food plants. Please don't spray them or pull them up, because they're wonderful food plants for the early bees, full of nectar and pollen. Hello. Right, well, just now we looked at that dandelion which is somehow seeded into the tree. Here we've got one of the very first flowers coming out, and look at it, isn't that a lovely bright colour? It's a cold day today. I'm sure that if it was a few degrees higher, you'd probably have bumblebees around looking for that one. But one of the first signs of spring. We've moved a bit further along the hills now, and we've come to a damper area, and we found this lovely golden saxifrage flowering by the side. It does like moist situations. It's only the end of February, yet it's flowering away, and there, isn't it gorgeous? It's a pretty little patch of colour. Yeah, and yet another little harbinger of spring here. We've got the Coltsfoot tussilago, and you can see at the first appearance it looks like a dandelion, but it's a smaller flower. It's a more tidier, rounded flower. The stem is completely different, and the leaves, when they come up, will be very different as well. It does tend to flower before the leaves, but I'll show you a picture of some of these later on. Well, it wouldn't be right to finish our walk on the hills without looking at the gorse. It's not at its best yet, but it's been flowering all the year round. It really does keep going, and it's such a lovely bright yellow colour, especially here against the blue sky. And it's going to be one of the main features of the woodland, of the hills that we're living on. So there we are, nice bright colour just to finish off our little trip through the Black Downs. It's not really to do with spring flowers, but our new puppy is finding the first water. He's loving it. There's my blooming puppy. Look at that, look at that.
Well, as you can see, our new little puppy has kept our hands full, and that's one of the reasons why we've been quite quiet on our channel over the past few months. As you know, we film outside. The weather's been grotty, but there have been other things going on as well. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be putting up a couple of updates for you on where we're going to go with the channel. John is very interested in plant IDs. We're wondering if that's the sort of thing that you'd be interested in too. Please let us know. You can contact us through either our website or social media in the comments section below as well of any of our videos. In the meantime, we really hope you enjoyed that. Let us know what you think, and I'm sorry, as I said, no microphones. It was very windy, but I did decide, I've decided, let's put this video up. Have a great week. We've loved having you in Somerset. See you next time.